Buffalo Gals Old Time Country String Band has delighted audiences at festivals and theaters for over a decade with its popular take on old-time American string band entertainment. Now it offers this wonderful dance show, Stampede. The dancers are individual champions of a variety of percussive dance styles and have studied and honed their craft under world-renowned American dancer Ira Bernstein. The Stampede show features thrilling group, duet, and solo dance with a highly entertaining mix of history and humor. Old-time country music is a bit different from what a lot of people think of as country music now. Old-time country music is the folk music, the old folk music of American culture. It features a lot of banjo and fiddle music, dance music, old songs and ballads, people dancing like our dancers too.
The music itself obviously has some magic ingredient in it which has never quite gone away. But it is the basis of all modern music as we know now. It is the basis of jazz, it is the basis of blues, it is the basis of rock and roll. And it all started as a fusion in the Appalachian Mountains with African rhythms and European, mainly European, although there would have been Chinese and Indian and everything else coming together in this one place in America.
During that time when the music was just evolving naturally, and as Johnny said, it was a fusion of a lot of different influences and cultures. It took on an identity of its own. It became American folk music. Once people started recording it, it then started to have a new sort of meaning, and then it started to have an anthropological significance.
The radio popularized the music greatly, but before that it was just a social thing that happened where bands travelled around the country, often in quite a small radius, maybe 50 miles, and entertained local people, played for their dances and sang songs to them. And funnily enough, we're still doing the same thing.
When I was a little girl, I was brought up quite strictly Methodist, and I think a lot of this singing reminds me of that Methodist music, but old-time music is just spiritually uplifting anyway.
Now she's gonna put me on the shelf. Oh, little Leighton.
My parents were a member of a record club, and we used to get all the Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs releases. So that's what attracted me to it.
I was born in Alabama, you know.
As a young boy, we had our first television set, and just by chance one day watching this, Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs were playing on the television, and that really what hooked me into that type of music.
Buffalo Gals is an old-time string band with quite a variety of music, and the Stampede show focuses on the percussive dance and all the different things we can get out of percussive dance.
I'm Dan Eccles. I danced about 10 years now, I think it has been. Basically all Jake's fault. That's what I'm going to blame, really. I used to do tap dancing before, from about the age of 11. Kind of seemed a lot more fun, this sort of freestyle of Appalachian. So yeah, I just got into this 10 years ago with Ira, and yeah, never looked back really. It's been good fun.
I was in the garden sifting sand, Sue's in bed with the hog-eyed man. I'm going home with Sally Ann, I'm going home with Sally Ann.
I'm Jacob Jones, I've danced about 15 years now. There's an incredible dancer called Ira Bernstein, and he would teach a week-long workshop on Appalachian.
I'm Jenny Reid and I've been dancing since I was tiny. I took to this kind of dancing when I was about 18 and got a bit hooked. I think what's great about Appalachian dancing is that it might have started as travellers arriving in the Appalachian Mountains and basically dancing to the music, just being the drum for whatever music was being played. And it's just grown and evolved, so it's still happening.
I'm Sarah Marshall-Rose and I've been dancing for about 20 years now. I learned to dance through going to folk festivals and watching other teams dancing. It was quite a new thing years ago to see Appalachian dance teams, and I was like, that's pretty cool, I like look at that.
We frequented the same festivals and so we sort of knew of each other anyway. And then we met the Buffalo Gals and it just became a good idea to bring it all together and see what happened.
It is a sort of a musical subculture, so that members of this subculture tend to fall in love with each other quite easily.
Now reel 'em, boys, reel 'em, swing that lady, caught you by the right as you come round, all the way round, reel round and round, reel right around, and you reel once more, reel right around, then circle up four in the middle of the floor, look for your corner.
Everybody's in it because they have an emotional attachment to the music. I think we've all been attracted to the music because of the way it makes us feel, and we love to hear it and to play it, and it is social music. It's a kind of music that brings people together. It's essentially, fundamentally social music. So yeah, we really are playing together because we like to be together and we like to make music together and have fun.
So I can die easy, well, 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 so I can die.
And I love to play with dancers. I love to play with percussion, and these people are all really great percussionists.
They don't like sleeping. They will happily play until about 4 or 5 in the morning. Sessioning with the Buffalo Gals is just about everything I wanted to do in dancing, really.
The music's just great and it really drives the dancing. I think that's what makes it so much fun.
Appalachian dancing is for American music, and when you dance it to American music, it lifts it quite a lot. And if the better the music is, the better it lifts it. And they are a fantastic band.
When we started, we thought we'd have a relatively limited audience to people that were aficionados of this sort of music, and now we've travelled all over the country and played in every town, every village, and we've never actually not appealed to our audiences. It's incredible the way this music enthuses people of all ages. We play in a lot of village halls and theatres. In a way, that's the way this music started. It was travelling groups, just travelling around villages and towns and taking the music to people.
It's absolutely fabulous. We're exhausted watching them, but it was such fun. The energy and enthusiasm was fantastic.
I've seen tap dancing such as Savion, but never actually seen this, and it was amazing, absolutely amazing.
Absolutely brilliant. Thanks to Live and Local. More power to their elbow.
I just want to say a big thank you to the Buffalo Gals. We were all foot tapping and clapping the whole night, so it's great.
You can hear in my accent where I come from. It's the same with the music. When watching people's feet, the style of dancing, the style of playing, you can recognize it. Just as you can recognize someone's accent, you can hear the accent in the music. It feels a certain way because of that. It's all about the rhythms. says, "I'm really sorry, ma'am, but I'm having a hard time figuring out why you want this man let out of jail." I said, "Well, sir, we need another ham."